What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the BTSI Show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of the Late Night District. Do me a favor, take your shoes off at the door. And while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on all social links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI Show is the Cash App. Participate, waive all rights and privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100. And if I'm in a good mood, maybe two or three people will get a Cash App giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't care to do this stream. Never cared to do this at all. I have my reasons why, and we might get into that later on. Let's just say I'm disappointed that I have to have this conversation where I expect men of certain calibers to know better, to have a better lookout when it comes to spotting traps coming towards your vicinity. I should not be the only one in this space with a certain level of intellect. If I can see this coming, I expect you guys who've been here longer, a little bit more experience, to see this. And to see that some of these men are falling for this trap is kind of embarrassing. But we will figure that out as time goes by. But truth be told, like the name of this stream, one time and one time only, I am going to address this. I don't care to address it again after I end the stream. And the only reason why we're doing this as a stream instead of a particular video is because I got important things to do. So I wanted to hurry up and knock this out of the park while getting some things taken care of. So, excuse me. Before we get into any of that, let's crank up the music. Let's get our first ad out the way. And we will be right back. Here is FNX.
This episode today is brought to you by FNX. I want to talk to you guys about something. As some guys may know, I'm back in the gym. I go early in the morning, particularly around 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. I do my 6 miles, and on certain days I like to get my core in, my upper body, my lower body, get that taken care of throughout the week. Now, as you may expect, I'm a little bit tired, a little bit down. I need help with that recovery process. So why not add this? Is Restart AM Protein Blend. In this protein, it comes with nutrients that is going to help you in your recovery process. For example, when it comes to cognition, to help improve alertness and attention and also relieve your anxiety, probiotics to help with improve your gut and health immunity. Like I said, we like to focus on that recovery process. Let's start today at the gym, and once we're done, let's restart it, get the day knocked out ahead of us. Go ahead, add that to your shopping cart, and while you're at it, don't forget to add some workout gear. Fill up your shopping cart, and when you do, the promo code is BTSI for 15% off. Again, BTSI for 50% off at checkout.
All right, y'all. FNX, y'all already know what to do. Promo code BTSI for 15% off. And actually, I should have done this earlier. My apologies. Salute to my brother Ricky Webster's in the building. What up, Ricky? How you doing? My brother Big Ron is here, man. And Sherelle came through. I should feel honored and blessed. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate that. Now, let's get into some quick hits, shall we? What do we have on today's topic? Now, this. I will openly admit I have not watched the entire interview. I haven't watched the interview yet. Clips was already circulating. I will make it my business to watch this, if not tomorrow, Friday. Brittany Renner openly admitted that she has a body count of 35. Of course, that taking Shannon Sharp back, he took 2 shots and a bottle to the head. And I guess there are people here, and to no surprise, there are people online judging her, dragging her name through the mud and that type of stuff. Now, the question is, where do I fall on this? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in no position to judge it right now. Because, truth be told, I lost count after 20 pretending to me. That's 10 fingers, that's 10 toes. Lost track. Now, the question is, what do you do with that number when it falls in your lap? Because, truth be told, that's not a topic of conversation when you go into the dating world. And that's something that I bring up. What up, Nighters? How you doing, brother? And that's something I bring up in my marriage series, which is something I will upload by Friday. Like questions not to ask when you're in the stage of dating or courting is body count. And granted, if you're not getting married, that's definitely a question that you shouldn't ask because who cares? You're just trying to add to our body count. Now, do you go ask that question? No, you don't. But however, if that information so happens to fall in your lap, you should handle it accordingly. Now, depending on how many, this goes for men and women, by the way. How many people you sleep with ultimately determines your mind state, your judgment, so on and so forth. So when you figure out, okay, this small number is cool, this middle number is just straight, this this is a lot of numbers, that's a problem. The question is this: you have to see with whatever your idea or how you feel 35 someone sleeping with 35 people, you gotta see if they are still in that same mind state. If they change their life, cleanse themselves, and want to move on from their past by not making the same mistake, if they turn their life all the way around, you're gonna have to um, eat that. And what I mean by that is real simple. She knows about her past. She has fixed her past. She has made corrections to changing her past. So why are you holding that against her? Because while you pointing fingers at her, keep in mind three fingers are pointing right back at you. So me with this 35 body count thing, if somebody else outside of Brittany put Brittany Renner to the side, and I'm trying to be nice when I say that. If somebody else comes up to you and they reveal their body count number to you or that information falling in your lap, you got to see if that person is still in that same mind state of the last person that she slept with, he or she slept with, because that will ultimately determine if this is something you want to continue to pursue. Now, do I think anybody needs to pursue a relationship with Brittany Renner right now? Based off of what she's giving, the answer is no, because I think what she's giving out is an act. I truly believe she's giving out an act. Not to say she's lying about her body count, because I can't confirm or deny that. I can only take her for her word. But I think the Brittany Renner persona is an act. So if I had to go based off of that, I would say no, she's not. Based off what she presented, no, she does not a relationship worth pursuing. That's just my take on that. But I will watch the interview. Like I said, not tomorrow, Friday. Next up, Damian Lillard. I cannot talk. Damian Lillard has been traded to Milwaukee Bucks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the place Dame wanted to go originally. He wanted to go to Miami. He wanted to be with Jimmy, Jimmy Butler. He wanted to be with Bam Adebayo, and I forgot what homeboy Robinson. I remember one of them, and I forgot the other kid's name. He's a white boy that can shoot. Excuse me, but he's going to Milwaukee with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek freak. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, hear me clearly. Pencil Milwaukee for the NBA Finals. In the Eastern Conference Final, it's going to be Milwaukee versus Celtics, and that's going to 7 games, and that's going to be one hell of a good series. I can't wait. But go ahead and pencil Milwaukee to the NBA Finals. Now, who they go against, I don't know. Now, I would like to see the Houston Rockets being there, but that's not going to happen. We're in the rebuilding stage. Excuse me. Rockets are currently in the rebuilding stage, so the Rockets are not going to go and make the playoffs for the next year. We'll see what happens next year once it gets bigger trades. But as far as who I believe the Milwaukee will be going up against, can it be Denver again? I wouldn't be surprised of that. Uh, but truth be told, I have a Denver versus Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals. That in of itself could go to 5 games, maybe 6. Now, who's going to win that one? I don't know. I would like for Phoenix to get it. Now, do I think Golden State will make their way back? Probably so, but these are aging veterans. So that's my take on that. Damian Lillard, I know he wants to go Miami, but if you're trying to win a championship, you're in the right place. Do you want your ring now or do you want your ring later? Because you've been waiting 10 years to get a ring in Portland. You're not going to get no name brand player to go to Portland. You failed at getting that for 10 years. Not totally Dame's fault. That has everything to do with management. And on top of that, they got rid of CJ McCollum to New Orleans. And I'm like, oh, Damian's definitely leaving now. And he is in the best position right now to win the title. I know Dame wants to be in Miami. Who doesn't? But the question is now, we're talking legacy. You need to go get that ring. You are too good of an athlete not to get a ring. I, I have a top 5 of NBA players who never won a ring. Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson are probably the top 2. Um, Carmelo Anthony is somewhere in there. I would really hate to put Dame Lillard in that conversation. Go to Milwaukee, get you your ring. Giannis already got his. Do what you got to do to get yours. Not that. Um, where is it? I thought I wrote it in here. I know for a fact I wrote it in here. Hmm. Well, let me. Oops. I'm sorry. This. All right. Last topic for quick hits is going to be Charlo versus Canelo. That's going to be this. Excuse me. I think that's going to be this Saturday. I guess I got to be honest. Uh, come on. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. They definitely not top 5. 100%. Like I said, I don't want to put Damian Lillard in that conversation, but if he went to Miami, he was going to have to be in that conversation. He's in Milwaukee now. I ain't got it. That's one less thing I got to worry about. But let me get into the fight this Saturday. I forgot this fight was happening this weekend because I've been so fucking busy. Canelo Alvarez versus H Town's on Charlo. Southwest to be exact. Should I choose with my heart or should I choose with my mind? My mind says um, two. You got to get that early, man. As soon as you know the fight is happening, you got to get it. Uh, my heart wants Charlo to win because that's H Town, that's Southwest all day. I really don't. It's the Charlo brothers versus anybody for me. But this man skipped 2 weight classes. This man went up 2 weight classes. Uh, super middleweight, I believe. Yeah, super middleweight. You, it's just that you. And granted, Charlo looks bigger. Charlo looks bigger, so I believe he can absorb these punches that Canelo's gonna throw at him. But at the same time, you're not used to fighting at 168. I have a problem with that. I have no clue where he's at. Really have no clue. I don't like how he handled the loss with Tyson Fury. See, see, that's the thing about these undefeated boxers. Like you don't know how to gracefully lose a fight, and you don't know how to go back and watch video and say, okay, here's where we messed up at. Here's where I could have fixed this. How I could have made a little bit more on the defense. And that's the thing about Deontay Wilder. When people say he's not a real boxer, I'm inclined to somewhat believe that. Although he did look good when he go the distance, he did look good, but it's like you're just a knockout artist, and that's it. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He needs to go up against if he wanted to really get his confidence back up, he needs to go. Well, there's only really two people he can go up against, and that's Anthony Joshua and what's homeboy's name? Ortiz. That's really it for him to get his confidence back because that's really what's hurting him right now. Not his hands, not his arms, not no concussion, anything. His confidence is shaking right now because you went up against somebody who is Tyson Fury is that dude. Andy Ruiz, that's his name. Thank you, Andy Ruiz. I said Ortiz. It's Andy Ruiz. Now, but Deontay, he'll be fine. He should have took some warm up fights before he went back against Tyson Fury. But I think it's not too late for him. He just needs to go learn to be a boxer because this guy right here, his amateur record is amazing. Granted, he doesn't look like a typical boxer, but when it comes to Mexican fighters, listen, there's two. I don't mind fighting these group of people, but I know it's going to be a long day. I don't fight Samoans and I don't fight Mexicans because it's going to be a long day. You're going to wake up sore. They have a different type of endurance that is unparalleled, in my opinion. So you have to be careful. Go look up his amateur. Go look up his amateur record. Trust me, he's a boxer. He don't look it, but he's a boxer. Um, but regarding Charlo Canelo, he went up 2 weight classes. He's not used to boxing at 168. I understand that. I think the other Charlo brother, Jermell, was supposed to fight him, but he decided to take it and stand. I don't know what's going on with those two. That's none of my business. But my heart wants the Charlo to win. But my mind said, this is Canelo. This is Canelo. This is the weight class he's comfortable at, that he boxes at. Because I don't care if it's boxing, I don't care if it's UFC. Even what's his face? Stylebender went up weight classes, and you saw what happened with that. That's any fight, ladies and gentlemen. So no, as much as I want Charlo to win, and I really want Charlo to win, no, I gotta go Canelo. I have to go with Canelo on this one. This is probably the easiest bet that you're probably gonna make. Uh, this will go 12 rounds because one thing Canelo is doing as of late, and this he adapted this after the Floyd fight, or really after Floyd retired. It's like take it 12 rounds. Let's get the fan what they want. Let me show you that I'm an experienced boxer. Let me show you that I can literally run circles around you. And also Canelo's defense has improved in the last. Well, his defense has improved in the last 2 or 3 years. If you honestly ask me, if you don't believe me, go watch the Triple G fights, and you can see how his defense has improved, head movement and everything, back against the ropes and luring them in. So, like I said, I don't see how Charlo's going to win this fight. I really don't. If it's up to me, you got to put your money on Canelo. But that was quick hits, ladies and gentlemen. Let's yes, Charlo better not fight like he fought. He won't. He won't. I refuse to believe it. He won't. He won't. I'm not tripping about that. Not even worried about it. Not even a little bit. But let's get some music in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get another ad in. Let's see, where is what video at? There it is. All right, y'all, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's episode is brought to you by What Video. So let's get right into it. As some of you guys may know, during my transition from one place to this place, I lost a lot of my merchandise and I had to replace a lot of things that was in my previous house. One thing that did not make the trip was my watch. In some way, shape, or form, I cannot find my tribal necklace anywhere. I blame the 5-year-old. So we're gonna have to fix that. So let's go on the website and see what do I spot with my big old eyes. Now this is getting added to the collection. Ladies and gentlemen, Luxuria. Luxuria. Do you see how beautiful this thing looks? Oh no, Lord. Oh, this is nice. Appearance is suitable for all occasions. A forward-thinking but traditional design, rooted in traditional with a modern, contemporary look for men. This is not a bad looking watch. This is extremely nice. I like the stainless steel look of all of it. This is luxury now. This is nice. I'm getting this. And yes, I'm getting back my tribal necklace. It looked good on me. My wife liked how it looked on me, and that's all that matters. So I'm getting this back. Well, Video is a place where you can update your wardrobe, you can add accessories, and yes, there's something for the ladies as well. You got scarves, you got purses, you got glasses, you got some nice accessories, and even just something to enhance your good looks. So please go to a Video. The link is located in my link tree links. Click it, fill up your shopping carts. When you do, the promo code is BTSI for 50% off. Again, BTSI for 50% off at checkout.
All right, y'all. That's what video. Like I said, promo code BTSI for 50% off. So let's get in. Let's get into this. That's just noise. See, and also the link should be posted. It should be pinned to the top. Um, if it's not, just let me know. And hey, Rob, good evening. How you doing? Um, ladies and gentlemen, I did not want to do this. I did not want to talk about this at all because when it comes to certain individuals, I don't know how to explain this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm put my speech impediment to the side, put what I do for a living to the side. I'm smarter than I look. There's certain things I can just see coming from a mile away. And I'm very strategic and precise when it comes to certain decision making. So when it came to this individual, um, let me not say invading the space. Let me not say that. Because truth be told, I wouldn't know who this person is if it wasn't for the likes of El Khan Ali, Aaron O, We Unlocked, Cheeky, and so on and so forth. When they reviewed this individual's content, um, I'm just watching it because I don't know who this person is, but I know who these content creators are, so I'm in full support of them. Now, when they play her video and try to break her stuff down, and I'm just sitting there looking like, what are we doing here? I was like, and when I hear her talk, and when I hear dudes react to her, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I was like, don't look that stupid for you to think that I'm going to be sucked into your words. Like, I listen to people talk, and I'll give you guys a weapon that I use against everybody in the space. And it's probably one of the reasons why I'm been undefeated in the last maybe almost 18 months since I've been on this side of YouTube. When I hear people talk, I listen and I analyze what they say. And then when 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by, they say another thing that contradicts what they just said. I was like, well, that was disappointing. I was like, that was cute, but you're not on this pedestal that you think you are, in my mind. So I was like, oh, that was a waste. But the craziest thing about this is I turn around and I see so many brothers in this space triggered like a motherfucker. And these are guys I hold into high regards. I respect them, love them. And I'm like, please tell me you guys are not that damn stupid. I was like, please tell me this individual does, don't have y'all acting out of character like this. I cannot remember. I can't remember when Aaron did that stream of him reviewing her sit down with Ilkhan Ali. I don't think it's been a month yet, ladies and gentlemen. It probably feels like it's been longer, but one thing I learned in the space, it might be a long time, but in the real world, not that much time has passed. It might have been a month. I should not. It's one thing if she creeps into my algorithm, I can handle that to a degree because she's gonna get drowned out because of whatever my wife is watching, whatever my son is watching, because both my TVs is hooked up to my account. So I get a bunch of algorithms. I get nothing but Super Mario video games. I get nothing but murder mysteries and makeup and ASMR, which I hate the most. I get nothing but that. So stuff like her will get drowned out. But when all these respectable people in these spaces, all they do is they circumvent their content around her. And it's like she's not that big of a deal because if you listen to what she says out of her own mouth, you will realize this is not worth wasting your time on. Go find something else to talk about. We live in the United States of America, and as black people, we can find other things to rap about. Trust me, I still have a series of talking points to debunk. I was like, if you guys need some content, let me know. I'll give you guys something to rap to shoot the ship with. But they keep on feeding into her. So it's like, I'm getting embarrassed at this point, like really embarrassed about how this person is making y'all look. Now, with that, let's put that to the side. Let's move on to something a little bit different, pertaining to her. I can see what she's doing. I can see the strategy that she's executing. She could verbally say that she's referring to all men. She's only talking about particular men in this space, whether it's manosphere, black manosphere, red pill. I don't even know what you call our space. I prefer the outcasts, call us the outcasters, but I guess we're going to one day really have to, the leaders of this space this nameless space. We're going to have to come up with a name later, but I digress. She is studying the men in the space. She is literally copying whatever blueprint you guys have or lack thereof. That's what she's doing. And guess what? Her ulterior motive, well, agenda, because she's is real clear. She's very clear of why she's here and who she's speaking for. There are some certain women in this space whose only objective is to shoot, kill, destroy, whatever the terminology is. And what the men do with them, they'll chew them up and spit them out. And they have nowhere to go but to that individual. And so we can let those particular women go. We can care less about them. However, there are some women in this space who rise for us, who speak out on our behalf, who is in full support of us. There are certain male figures in this space who will attack them. You would certain males in this space will attack their allies. Not just any random woman that's here to cause disruption. They will attack their allies. Ladies and gentlemen, she's an ally. She calls it down the middle. She's extremely fair. I said this a couple of weeks ago on her channel when Lola was there. Because I remember when I spoke with Callie Bev in our one-on-one interview, she told me about Cynthia G. She told me how Cynthia G used to be an ally for Black men. But the men back then pushed her away for whatever reason. This individual that I'm referring to, the exact same thing. And guess what? Do you guys know how close you guys were to pushing her out and Lola along with her as well? You guys know you guys were this close to fucking that up? Matter of fact, if you don't believe me, I'll let her tell you. Raw B is back on the BTSI show. How you doing, Raw?
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Doing good. What's going on?
Nothing. Now what you want me to tell the kids?
When it comes to men having allies, especially in this space,
Mm-hmm.
they they have a history of pushing them away. And I believe because here's something I said a long time ago. Black women created Kevin Samuels.
Mm.
The black men in this space created Cynthia G.
Mm-hmm.
The black men in this space created that girl.
No, the black men in the conscious space created that one.
Cool. They created her when they didn't have to. Now we are dealing with supervillains that was
Mhm.
created by the protagonist.
Stop it. They are not supervillains.
They're just air quotes, air quotes, air quotes.
Yes.
But and it's like I have to take a step back and think this is you guys doing. Now, there are innocent bystanders who are getting attacked, and I put that in air quotes. Obviously, there are
Mhm.
innocent bystanders who are suffering because of what you created. And where are you to put down the monster that you initiated?
Well, they're too busy being emotional.
Well, well, that's about as simple as it gets.
I'm so mad that you faded that picture all the way down that low, Christopher.
I know.
That's
I
extra shade.
no, because truth be told, no. Here's I did that for a reason. I did that for a specific reason
What? What?
to let everybody know because some people I spoke with in private, I told them I do not care to speak about this individual. I don't care to talk to her because the re- because I believe in structure, I believe in organization, I believe in presentation. That's something my college professor taught me way back in the day. Some of you guys may know him. His name is Marcus Wiley. He's a comedian, like a Christian comedian, that type of stuff. That was my college professor back in Texas Southern University in '07. One of my still my all-time favorite college professor. I took that with me ever since then. Structure, organization, and presentation. With that, how can I say this? When it came to her presentation, I listened to what she said. And like I said, I'll get into when we do last calls, I'll give everybody one of my superpowers that I use to beat everybody in well, never mind, I won't say that. But I listen to what she says, and 5 minutes later, she will contradict herself. And that was and by listening to that, I was like, you're not fooling me. Like I said, don't let my speech impediment fool you. Don't let my mic fool you. Don't let my tone of voice fool you. I'm smarter than them other dudes that you talk about day in and day out. You're not gonna fool me. But unfortunately, she fooled a bunch of men in this space. She really got them out of character. She found their emotional string and is just really just playing with it. And that's why I'm doing the stream today. I'm telling these brothers, what the fuck are you doing? You're making me look bad.
Well, how do I put this nicely? Hey, baby, Mick Heavy, I can't see you in the chat. I don't know. Listen, y'all been getting y'all feelings blocking me and stuff. I don't know why. I am the
Who?
people's champ. Don't do it to me. I love y'all for real. But Priscilla is a character. I enjoy her. I think she brings a much needed layer of flavor to the conversation. I think what we're seeing is a bunch of bullies being bullied. It's quite intriguing to watch the dynamic shift because you've been on several panels, especially where I'm at, and everybody wants to gang up and everybody wants to argue. Now I
Mm-hmm.
entertain it because it's funny as shit to me, like especially when people be dead wrong. But she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't play the way that you know everybody wants her to play. Like well, I don't want to call her a child, but little kids, right? When you go to daycare center, you have kids that are parallel playing because they've not yet learned the benefits of true community and building friendships. Princella is not parallel playing. And whatever she's doing over there, she's shored herself up with a whole legion of people that will go to the death defending her ideals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's doing what the dudes do. And it's like, it did right. Sugar Mama, I mean that. She doing what the men do. It's all right. It would be nice to see more people just engage her in academia. I find it refreshing because now I have a playmate that can play on the levels that I like to play on. So that's always fun. And a lot of these men swear to God they're academics. So Why aren't they playing academically?
And here's the thing, I don't mind, and I'll get into her. No, I'm not her qualifications. Actually, her qualifications to have a conversation with her. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But there's certain people that deserve the smoke that she's given. I'll openly admit that, and that's why I take a step back and I just turn away. Like if I see Mister Let Go getting that work, I'll be like, okay, sounds like he deserves it, and I just keep it moving. I to this day I still ain't watched that Lapeef stream to this day. I just been
Mm.
occupied. I haven't watched a lot of other people's streams, particularly Lapeef, unfortunately. But and another thing, people are easily impressed by something that is. I was like, it's just for me to shrug. Like in the when we was on Daryl's stream yesterday, Just Jay brought up how she got 700 people to leave stream to lead a chat or whatever the case may be. And they said that is impressive. You don't know any man that can do this in that space. Blase, blase. Here's why I'm not impressed by that, because of the law of averages. That's the only reason why I'm not impressed. And for those who don't know what the law of averages is, I will give a basic outline. 25% people will agree with you. 25% people will disagree with you. It's that remaining 50% you need to work on so you can build up your army. The 700 people that allegedly left that stream was probably her 25% that rock with her.
Mm.
So that's why I say I am not impressed. Did she like how many people in that 50 percent did she get to leave with them? How many people in that 25% of people that didn't rock with her did she get to convert over to her side? We will never know that number because according to their words, she brought that 700 people with her. So thank you for telling me that she brought her 25 percentile with her. So I'm not impressed. You're going to have to do a lot more than that to get me to raise my eyebrow.
That's a valid point. Let's break it down even further.
Hmm.
How many of those people weren't even people that believe in her or follow her, but just came to the show to see how the Lapeef Network and the Queen Maker would interact with one another? And once she left, there was no more interaction. See, there's a whole bunch of things that go into play. Hey, Big Bad Bull, hey, Big Mufasa. There's a whole bunch of things that add to the context of the situation. And at the end of the day, I do think that was a great show of leadership. I stand firm on that. She said, "Let's go, let's go." Even her being leaving and making whoever was in the crowd that left with her be like, ah, well, this is boring now. Let me click off. That is power. She does have star quality.
Hmm.
She really does.
No, no, that's just like, and my reply to that is congratulations. Do you want a cookie? Like, and here's where I'm coming from. For
She do
people to
want a
understand
cookie.
this, that you are something else. For people who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I was raised by a Nigerian. My dad is from Africa, and so that's one aspect of why certain things doesn't impress me. And another thing is, keep in mind the church that I went through. There's leaders in that church, and also there's leaders in my school, so on and so forth. But I learned from the leader, and that's my father. So a lot of people's gonna have to go above and beyond to impress me. Not to say that it's not possible, but you're gonna have to do more than that.
Listen, you can never really truly understand somebody's customer avatar. You can understand your customer avatar and capitalize off of it.
Mm-hmm.
She understands her customer avatar very well. She's very specific in how she moves and
Mm-hmm.
what she does. I'll give her the same caveat that I gave Kevin Samuels. I didn't agree with everything Kevin Samuels said either, but I
Hmm.
damn sure respect the hustle. I
Yeah.
respect the hustle. The hustle is it's impeccable. It's a chef's kiss. It's perfect. Even today, I laughed so hard all day. Like literally, anytime I picked up my phone, Daryl Long, his videos at the top, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he did say he was doing a 12-hour day. And she was still up there. And she was still talking. My God, today, was she an only child, Jesus? Did she have to entertain herself for the majority of her life? Because, God dang, I thought I could talk, but shit, she can fucking talk. And she is in love with the sound of her own voice. I am fucking impressed. I promise you, she has become the golden sunrise in my day. I can't wait. I can't wait to sit down and discuss her book with her.
Oh yeah.
I'm
By the way,
mhm.
it, oh, never mind. That's gonna be wrong. So I won't say that. I'll wait till the next segment.
No, not it, not it. Like I am I'm gonna read the book unbiasedly. I'm waiting. I'm really hoping deep down in the bottom of my spirit that there's something, anything in the book that makes me change my perspective. But I'm willing to wager there won't be.
Well, the reason, and again, well, let me stay on topic because, like I said, we'll probably get into a lot of that and when I do last call. But I hear what you're saying, and I admire you doing that. I'm not, and I'm not buying no books to confirm what I already know, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna shed a little light on that later on. But I want to talk to the men. She brought I brought up Kevin Samuel, she brought up Kevin Samuel, and that's pretty much what this is. What this is a female version of Kevin Samuels. The only thing is, this woman tends to contradict herself a lot. And when it comes to Kevin Samuel, a lot of y'all want to bring up some statistics. I know the man. I actually know the man who gave Kevin his stats. That's
Mm,
one of my mentors. I know who he is. Great brother. So, and when it came to some talking points that Kev said, he had to correct him on that. And you'll notice that some of his language started to change a few months prior to his passing.
mm,
So I'm I, certain people I just gotta hold close to the vest um, regarding that. And now he's retired. He's still making money. That's a very rich man, but I that's the only difference. That's the similarities and the difference between her and Kevin.
mm.
I just saw a figure walk behind me. Hey,
Nope, nope. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Nope, nope,
well, there is a person that no, never mind.
nope.
So,
Rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
yes, sir. Lord, please bless this house, Lord.
Father God,
Amen.
bless that house. Remove
Um,
everything that's not of you in Jesus' name, amen. Mm-hmm.
but fellas, I need you guys to really throw some water on yourself, slap yourself 3 times. Um, go to don'tplaywithit.com or butterflyplay.com. Get one of Robbie's fans and slap yourself with it if you have to. But I need you guys to snap out of it. Because here's what I've been doing. Now, I'm going to go here and I'm going to risk my stream lagging and I'm going to be upset. I should have done this earlier. Let me mute that and let me do that. Like I said, I'm really going to regret this.
Wait, how long are you staying up here?
I'm gonna be up for like maybe 20 minutes or a little bit longer, but but that's it. I'm just gonna share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I did this.
Not you showing off your hoodie. Tried it.
No, 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 no. How you do the share screen? There we go. I'm gonna play this. See, this is where people get mad at me. instead of using big ass words and trying to earfuck people, I'm just going to go to a children's cartoon, and I put children's cartoon in air quotes. I'm gonna go to a simple lesson that was taught to us in the '90s on how you can fix this problem. This is what I do.
I can't stand
Cause
you
like,
right now.
cause like I said, I have never spoke about this woman on my platform like this. Give her that much attention, but I'm doing it because the brothers are making me sick. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna share my screen. I
Mm-hmm.
pray it doesn't lag, and once it's done, I'm gonna quickly get out of it, and y'all can just replay it and do whatever you got to do. So let's hope this works. Is as you see, y'all see Lisa Simpson right there. I hope this plays. So this is how I avoid certain people, and they tend to disappear out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
From Mr. Paul Anka. To stop those monsters, 1, 2, 3. Here's a fresh new way that's trouble free. It's got Paul Anka's guarantee. Guarantee void in Tennessee. Just don't look, just don't look. Just don't look, just don't look. Just don't look, just don't look.
Nope, not doing it with you.
Let me stop sharing because that's
I'm not doing it with you.
so that's
Well,
all I
except
needed.
for
That's all I needed. So let me
Chubsy
get out
Ubsy
of
over there.
here. Yeah, go back
Yupsy.
here.
See, now it's stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I can't do it like this. Remove from the stage. Sweet. All right, perfect. So that's pretty much not exit page. So yeah, that's pretty much how I avoid the problems that a lot of people go through. I don't look at it. I don't bother with it. I just keep it going. And not only that, once you attention is currency. You guys heard this before. Stop feeding them your money of attention and put it somewhere else. Especially
Now,
the holes and her flaws that I spotted every time. And matter of fact, the holes and the flaws that she said yesterday as well. I was like, okay, you just confirmed that me ignoring you was the right decision to do.
now,
But
Christopher.
but everybody but guess what? Everybody's entitled to make their own decision. And it's like, okay, y'all say y'all want this problem to go away. I just gave y'all a solution. Let's see how many brothers is actually going to listen.
None of them will. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, Christopher, you know better. She's a shiny new toy in the space. Something
Hmm.
new, something different. And they really don't dislike her. They like her too. Because the reality of it is, everybody round to the town is contradictory in nature. It's part of
Hmm.
the human condition. So, like, literally, people kind of can't help themselves because it's an ego trip. You're in the middle of an argument or a debate, you're losing, so you contradict. There's no
And
difference.
and that's why certain people don't need to be having conversations in general, let alone with her, because when I just sit back and I just listen, I just fold my eyes like this. I'm like, here we go. and they talk, and they to Sugar Bomb's point, they bring up the fact that she's a lesbian, and in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what does that got to do with the price of tea in China?
They're lesbians too. They should bond over that.
But his thing, no, that see what you choose to do in the bed in your bedroom is your business. I could care less. Don't cross my side of the fence with that. However, that has nothing to do with. It's like they're trying to find a flaw. What they're doing is this: they're trying to see what's wrong with her, and they're trying to exploit it. And kid not knowing that she already planned for that, and she just waiting for you to initiate the attack so she can activate her trap card, and which is going to again, which her target audience is women, and she's gonna say, you see what the men are doing.
You know what
They,
the trap
they
card is?
sorry,
Do you know what the trap card is?
what's up?
The trap card is going to be, I'm not even a lesbian. I just said all of that just to prove the point of how y'all niggas be acting and how y'all be reacting and emotional and blah blah blah. Some crazy shit like that. Listen, ain't nothing fucking wrong with that lady. And if she like to yam on some crotch, so what? Men do it every day. Apparently, according to her, um, all the traits we supposed to see in y'all are feminine. So I would be her best friend over it. I would point out chicks we could take down together. Or, oh, you like her? I think she's fire. You think she fire too? Like, it's not that deep. Like, people, oh, something something else. Like, shit, how I bag this chick? Tell me how you got. Tell me how you bag that girl. Look at who she hangs out with. She hangs out with Charleston White. So they like Charleston White. They should love her.
The but she's only talking about one thing is like put her past to the side, her trauma to the side. Be, she is structuring her attacks particularly to individuals in this, not individual, yeah, particular groups of men in this space, and they're falling for the trap. And it's like this, number one, this proves that you guys are not smarter than me, and number two, this is proving everything that she's saying. Whether, granted, I could disprove what she's saying, but you guys are literally giving credence to her argument because of your
Well,
feelings.
that nonsense today, that shenanigans, the chicanery on Daryl's platform after she left was just like, oh my god, I can't stand you niggas. Like, they're literally they're arguing the point, and she just made the point. She literally had just made the point, but she didn't say that, and that's not what we're arguing. No, beloved, expand your minds. Y'all are proving her point on the damn daily, and you don't even
Mhm.
realize it. And the thing is, people can't be this dumb.
Unfortunately, they are. And that's why I was a little bit disappointed because I don't expect them to be this dumb. I expect myself to be the stupidest person on this side of YouTube. And unfortunately, and that's only because I like to come from the underdog mentality. But to see these people that I try to look up in the high regard to get played this easily is embarrassing. And it's like I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give you guys the opportunity to figure this out. I'm trying to see if you guys can show off your creating skills and move away from this and talk about something else. But like I said, excuse me, like I said, I think it's been a month of
Mm-hmm.
this. So, but like I said, me, what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want this woman to go away, you need to stop paying her with your attention. Save
No,
your money. Go ahead.
No, pay her all the attention. Go buy her book, go join her membership, subscribe to her channel, and pay her all the attention. Cause see, here's the gag of it all. One or two things is gonna happen, and I'm here for it either way. This whole motherfucking shit is gonna implode on itself, or people are gonna come out better people with a stronger character. On the other end of this war, people are simply afraid to bleed. I say let the streets run with the blood of the fallen. Don't be quiet.
Mm, mm, mm. Well, man, I hope you got my message, but I want you guys to stay here. Let me turn on this music just a little bit. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna turn on this music. We're gonna get into one more commercial, and then we'll be right back with last calls because I think all of you guys need to hear this.
Wait. I'm gonna let you go because I have to actually return a phone call. But I did want to stay with you for the end of this segment. No, but seriously though, don't be afraid of a challenge. Don't be afraid of something that makes you expand your mind and how you think. Stop being afraid to lose. I think Princella is also afraid to lose. I think she has put everything into this play, so she needs it to be perfect. And I'm not mad at her. And I'm also not mad at these men that are in their feelings because she's saying some fuck ass shit. The gag is, don't y'all have anything to push back with? Because I'm doing my stream in the morning talking about a few little things, especially a nuclear family. But after I read a book and we have the conversation, I'm not going to be fighting for y'all. Because at the end of the day, the only way you get smarter is to play a smarter opponent. Play with her. Love y'all.
Thanks, Rob, for pulling up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. Let's get into Brytn Smile, and we'll be right back for the final segment. Today's episode is brought to you by Brytn Smile. Now, you guys need to keep your mouths clean, keep your mouths white, and keep your mouths bright between dentist visits. I get it. I understand. So here's where Brytn Smile come into play. Yes, good old Brytn Smile. Now, in this whitening kit, it comes with a multitude of things that you need. Starters, you're going to need a user manual on how to operate the devices that come with it. Next up, you have a shade chart to keep you posted on where your teeth fall on the chart. That is very beneficial. Also, these gel pens. Put the gel on each tooth, do it correctly, follow the manual. And, well, you know, we have a charger. It comes with a charger. I wonder why. That's right, an LED mouthpiece. This is very beneficial, y'all, as y'all can see. For the blue, it is on for 15 minutes. And once that is done, let's go purple, pink, whatever color you prefer to call it. Let's do that for 10 minutes. Go to Brytn Smile. The link is located in the description. Grab a kit, put it in your shopping cart. When you get to the checkout, the promo code is BTSI for 25% off. Again, BTSI for 25% off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Brytn Smile. Like I said, promo code BTSI for 25% off. All right, you guys, one last thing before we go. Now, I'm trying to see if I really need to address this individual head on. Well, actually, let's just continue. Let me continue to talk to the brothers because I'm actually trying to give them something to utilize. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I see everything from an eagle's eye view, not a bird's eye view, an eagle's eye view. There's a difference. There's a big difference. That means I get to see everything. And usually I see things happen before they actually happen. And that might be due to deja vu, and deja vu caused by actual life experiences that may come back to assist you in the future. Now, with my eagle's eye view, I can see what she's doing. I can see her strategy. I can hear her talk. And I can also see when she contradicts herself every time. Like yesterday, when she, like, for example, one thing that she brought up yesterday is she brought up one man for, I don't know, 10 women. That scenario, I don't word for word remember it, but when I heard that, number one, I don't, I understand by nature the poly lifestyle. However, that's not a something I condone. There's too many flaws with that particular lifestyle. And later on, now she talk about one man for 10 women. Now and then she will go on and talk about hygienes, um, women allowing stuff in their in their vaginas and that type of stuff. It was where I would have to go back and listen to it, but I can't remember word for word. I'm just paraphrasing, ladies and gentlemen. That in of itself was a contradiction because you're saying that women need to settle with the idea that it's going to be 10 women for one man, but also talk about hygienes and vaginas. But did you not just say what you just said about one man for 10 women, and how the earth needs to go back to its natural state where men are pretty much outpopulated by women. Now, on the worldwide spectrum, there's slightly more men than women. There's obviously. Now she said it needs to go back to where there's like ratio is for 1 for 8. But it's like, why are you promoting polygamous lifestyle in favor of the men, and your stance on the men is extreme to say the least. So here's what I do, ladies and gentlemen. This is for you guys. This is for the men. This is for anybody. One trick that I use. What up, Sherelle? One trick. Here's a technique that I use when it comes to people talking. Let me use religion as an example. People have their own take on religion, and they tend to bring up the Bible to disprove Christ, to denounce religion. And I asked them, pull up the verse. They were like, huh? Pull up the verse. Pull up the Bible verse that makes you believe that Christianity is this, Baptist is that, Protestant is this, Catholics are that, whatever the case may be. Pull up the Bible verse or pull up the facts that you're using. They pull it up. They stumble upon their words. Do you know why? Because I'm so good at what I do, I don't bring no weapons to the fight. I'm going to use your sword, your shield, your gun, your knife, whatever. I'm going to use that against you. That's how good I am. This is why people, when it comes to conversations or debates, people try people think is about debating who's right and who's wrong. No, I'm debating my perspective versus your perspective. And usually you let the people decide who which perspective is better. I normally let time determine that. I let history show that. This is why I'm pretty much undefeated when I go toe to toe with anybody in the space. I can go back to last year when I told you, oh Jesus, I forget that this thing, whatever. I can go back to last year when I got into it with people. And I tell people, your talking points did not age well. What I said last year, I can stand on it this year. Can some of you guys, can some of the guys that I went up against say the same thing? No, they can't. Because their talking point crumble by the end of that week. So at the end of the day, history shows me to be right. It shows me to be undefeated. And that's why I don't bring no sword. I don't bring no weapons to any fight. I'll just use yours against you. So why do I bring that up in this situation pertaining to this individual? When it comes to a conversation, the barrier of entry is you need to read her book. You need to buy and read her book. That's the barrier to entry. Now, let me teach y'all another trick. Let's say if this individual was having her and I was having a conversation, and her conversation was based off of her book. I can't engage in that conversation because her rebuttal is you didn't read a book, so why are you part of this conversation? She would be absolutely right. And I will have to sit there and yield to her and say, you know what, you're right. I can't argue your point because I did not read that book. Because I totally don't know what you're coming from. Never mind that you probably can't articulate yourself to save your life, but I have to read that book so I fully understand where you're coming from. Or are you going to tell me the details I need so we can continue this conversation? She's probably going to say, go read the book. I'm not giving you that. And that's well in her right. That's in her right. Robin M's right. B. Taylor. Um, who's else? Daryl Long. Venus. If they was to say all that, totally understand. Keep in mind, I have a trap card already in play, but let's get to it. Let's say if this individual was talking like she normally does. Let's say this individual gives her take on a particular subject. Let's say if I decide to challenge her on that take on a particular subject, her rebuttal is, did you read my book? That's when I activate my trap card. Why didn't I need to read your book if I'm talking to the author? Let me say that again. Why do I need to read your book based off of your perspective if I'm talking to the author of the book? Unless you don't write your own bars and you have ghostwriters. I won't go that far because this individual is from Houston. And one thing about, well, excuse me, she resides in Houston. One thing I know about us Houstonians, when it comes to bars, whether it comes to music, whether it comes to speeches, or in this case, a book, you need to write your own so you can hang with the best of them. So I'm not saying she has ghostwriters. I can't confirm or deny that. But honestly, I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt that she doesn't have it. I'm willing to bet that she took the time and liberty to write out what she said, put thoughts to pen to paper, and push it on the bookshelves. And the reason why I say that is because it's real simple. I don't need to read your book. I'm talking to the author. So let's have that conversation right now, based off of what you said. That's the trap card that you can use to pretty much start the start the process of crumbling her brand. So the question is, how come I have never taken the liberty to address her? It's real simple. As many times she'd have contradicted herself, I don't need to. That's beneath me. There's a reason why I never elected to talk to her. Or to, excuse me, I never elected to do a stream about her. Susan Big Mufasa, she will beat that, Chris. She will just say, I don't want to debate people who are uninformed on what I say. I don't got time. Which activates another trap card. I'm only talking to you based off of what I heard you said right here, right now. Unless everything you're talking about is based off of what you wrote in the book. You are the author of that book. I am talking to the author of that book. I don't need to go read the book when I can literally get it from the horse's mouth. And I can play that game all day, every day. And that right there is probably why I'm probably one of the most dangerous people on this side of YouTube, because number one, I get undersized all the time. And sometimes I let it happen because when I decide to attack, I attack. See, people like to sit on these spaces to talk, whether it be Aaron's panel, whether it be Fight Club, whether it be Daryl's Fatties, all whatever the case may be. I sit back. You guys notice I don't talk when I'm on the panels a lot. I just sit back and wait because I'm taking in all the information that I'm hearing. And trust me, the the longer I'm silent, that's the more deadlier I can be. People tend to leave me alone a lot, and they pray that they could drown me out on my microphone. You do know they don't come to this side of YouTube. You do know they don't come over here, right? Because they know whatever tactics they will use in other spaces, you're not going to use it here. It's just you and me. I'll give you the space to talk, but you're going to shut the fuck up when it's time for me to talk. And the rules have already been laid out. This is why people tend to leave me alone. Rightfully so. So, fellas and ladies as well, I just gave you guys some ammunition to use against her. I don't care to, because like I said, this is beneath me. But, excuse me, I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing brothers I respect sink so low when it comes to this. There's a reason why I ain't talked about her. I kind of need some of you guys to get on my level and learn to move on. So that way I'm on to better things and certain individuals can be in their feelings. But don't worry, we love individuals like this. We love Sugar Bomb. So that's it. That's pretty much the gem that I have for you guys. Where we at 125? Do I want to play that video again? Yeah, since I said Sugar Bomb's name and just kind of go hand in hand. So let's play the video. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. For those who haven't heard, I will be making my return to, well, my return. I will be on the road again. The BTSI show. We will be live streaming from Washington D.C. on Saturday, November 4th. Now, exactly what location am I going to be broadcasting from? I haven't yet decided. I will be traveling to different monuments that day, recording, and we are going to be in Washington, D.C. So, if anybody would like to meet him up with me, have a conversation with me, whatever the case may be, please hit me up. Links are located in the description. So, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I haven't been really too involved with the chat. Does anybody got any final comments? You guys are more than welcome to hit the link and pull up. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing to me. I got literally more important things to do in real life, more important things to discuss, and it's not her. I need you guys to live up to this persona that you guys created online. And you guys, I need some of you guys to live up to it. For with me, what you see is what you get. Who I am online is the same person I am offline. Some of you guys who have yourself to be fucking Avenger, you're getting your asses kicked right now by somebody that I consider on the same level as Loki. I don't consider this person as a Thanos. Hell, I wouldn't put her on the same level as Ultron. Truth be told, giving her Loki is a little bit too much credit. But it's all good. Well, man, y'all gonna figure it out. So let me go ahead and get it. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna get you guys on your way. Let me see who's up right now, so I can send you guys that way. I'm surprised JP's not live yet. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Oh well, it is. It is what it is. See you. Hold on. No, like Big Bad. The reason why I'm not gonna do it because for what? I no, because I could give her some level of credit, but she contradicts herself a little bit too much for me, and it's like, no, I'm not giving you the time of day, not at all. And like I said, for just to say, to you got to read her book before you have a conversation or a debate her. See, here's my biggest pet peeve. No, no, not. I think this is beyond the pet peeve. This will actually, if nobody's careful, this will actually get them destroyed. The greatest insult for me is insulting my intelligence. You don't want to insult my intelligence. People have been doing that, and they wonder why I go off on them, or I start to apply pressure to them. Because here's what's going to happen. She's going to say by the book. Keep in mind, I already have my thoughts and opinion about how who I believe this individual to be, or how much intelligence I believe she lacks. only to read her book and to find out that she confirmed everything I knew about her. I will literally, behind my intelligence being insulted, I will dismantle her. Just for the simple fact that you pissed me off to the point where you made me spend money on something that I could have used that money elsewhere just to confirm everything I knew. I didn't need to spend money to do that. Hmm. She won't go where you could have a fair. She won't go where you could have a fair exchange, Chris. I don't know if you should try. I'm not going to. Honestly, I'm not going to try. I'm really not. And another, here's another contradiction that she did. Alleged, well, not alleged. This is what she said 2 nights in a row, 2 days in a row. Excuse me. She said, now the thing with her and Anton never happened because, according to her, some janky promoter. And she said she put Anton Daniels in her book as one of the 41 men. Until proven otherwise, ma'am, you never talked to Anton Daniels. Ever. But he's in your book. The same book that you want us to read so we can talk to you. Do you see how I look at things now and I examine it and analyze it? I'm not wasting my time with this, with her. To be told, I'm mad that I did a stream about this, but because these past couple of days, I see how everybody's reacting to this. It's like, are you guys, like I said, although I'm a little bit disappointed now, I'm gonna show them some type of respect. I know she didn't. I know she didn't. But you want us to go read a book based off of a brother you never talked to. And you, if you didn't talk to that one brother, what makes me think you talked to, how many of these 41 men did you not talk to? See, and that right there is an insult to my intelligence. That right there will send me to a dark place. If I'm already, ladies and gentlemen, I'm already in somewhat of a dark place anyway that I'm comfortable to operate in. To send me to that darker place, I'm going to destroy your brand. That's why I have pulled away from a lot of these panels. And Fight Club is next to go. And that has nothing to do with that's nothing against um Anton, Aaron, Sway, who else? Thanos, any other moderators. That has something to do with the panelists and sometimes people in the chat. You're gonna insult my intelligence, and I'm gonna end up setting the stage and the chat on fire again. I don't like my intelligence insulted. You can say I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But if you go as far as to try to prove me wrong, by I won't go there because that's gonna I don't want to feed the bees any honey. So, and actually, one last thing. Usually, I do one-on-one series. I talk to Fantasy Island Girl. I talk to Island Girl Q. I talk to my dog Big Black 40. I talk to um, Callie Bev. Obviously, I talk to Angry Man. Question is, will I ever? Somebody asked me this. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Will I ever do a one-on-one sit down with this individual? Will I ever do a sit down with this one-on-one individual? Let me think. You know what? I think I will. I honestly believe I will have a one-on-one conversation with her after she reads my book. After this individual reads my book, I'll have a one-on-one sit down with her. Do you guys get it now? After she reads my book, I'll talk to her. 90-minute conversation. I'll talk to her. He was scheduled to come on. I don't know where this guy is at. Hold up. Did I just saw something about? Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, Venus is on right now. The voice of Venus is on. So I'm gonna send you guys over there. Please go to the voice of Venus and late night chat, see what she's up to. And we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, Venus. I'm gonna go send her some love. So, ladies and gentlemen, on your way out, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on all social links are located in the description. $ the BTSI shows the cash app. Participant waive all rights to privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the cash app giveaway. If I'm in a good mood, maybe 2 or 3 people will get a cash app reward. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, this is one time and one time only. I'm addressing this. I will not be addressing this again, especially particularly on this platform. So this is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.